What is the big deal with stories and storytelling? Everybody is talking about it in leadership training, in motivational training, in team builds. Are stories really the solution to everything? Is all the hype really valid? Well, the hype is valid. Stories are not the solution to everything, but they're certainly the secret to impactful and successful communication. What do we mean by stories? Well, they could be actual stories like fables, parables, movies, novels, literary and religious classics and myths, or they could be personal anecdotes, experiential anecdotes, examples, and case studies. Neuroscience research tells us that the story form, the narrative form, engages the brain and makes it pay attention. So, if you use stories in your communication, stories and narratives in your communication, you can engage, influence, and inspire your audience better. And what's more, you can help them remember the messages you're trying to convey. Let's talk about some simple ways to do that in this video. Here are 5 easy ways to use stories, storytelling, and narratives in your communication for more impact and influence. First, convey a valuable lesson learned using a personal anecdote. Most people don't like advice. They consider it preaching, patronizing, or condescending. Or they find it boring and irrelevant and don't really pay attention to it. But if the same advice or lesson were presented as a story or personal experience, you can convey the same lesson or advice without putting people off. For example, if you want your employees to keep their skills updated or learn new ones, but they tend to be bogged down by their day-to-day work and deadlines and not take training seriously, you can describe a personal anecdote where learning a new skill or significantly updating an existing one really helped you utilize an opportunity that others could not. Or you could cite an instance where you got overwhelmed by daily pressures and did not allocate time for learning and development and later suffered because of that. Second, inspire the team for a tough change initiative coming up. Change is always tough. We all subconsciously prefer status quo. It's comfortable and familiar, and we know how to deal with it. Merely giving frequent pep talks may not always work. Stories or narratives can be used to help people through the change, inspire them to persevere and get it done. Most organizations have a set of heroes or corporate legends, employees or leaders who initiated change or helped the organization through tough times. Narrating and reiterating their stories, the struggles they went through, and how they persevered in order to overcome them and succeed, often always works to inspire the team and get them through tough times. Third, strengthen cooperation and teamwork. Encouraging team spirit and cooperation is often a very important but tough thing to do. And many corporate cultures, knowingly or unknowingly, encourage and reward individual successes or achievements, which makes this even more difficult. Research clearly tells us that employees are far more motivated and perform better and are more productive and innovative when they feel a sense of relatedness to other team members and a sense of team spirit, belonging, and trust. Merely reiterating the importance of teamwork won't usually work much, but encouraging it through a fable or parable where teamwork and cooperation help people overcome a problem can help. Or you could use a case study, an example of a team or even another organization which relies on teamwork to face challenges and succeed. Fourth, share the vision of the organization and inspire employees. Vision statements can be a tricky thing. often just remaining in the heads of founders or senior leaders and in town hall presentation decks. To really get it into everyone's minds and motivate them to make it a reality, you may need to inspire them with a narrative or storyline, explaining the real significance of the vision and how things will be when this vision is a reality. Describing the future state of affairs in vivid detail, the benefits and advantages through a descriptive narrative can work wonders in inspiring the team or organization and emotionally motivating them towards the leaders or founders' vision. Fifth, help people remember important facts or statistics. Not sure who exactly said it, but I remember the saying, a spoonful of story makes the data go down from somewhere. It's adapted from Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down for children. It's a nice and easy way to get children to take medicine, which they usually do not like to do. Similarly, it's hard to remember key facts and figures or theories. But if they are put into a narrative form with characters and villains, etc., the emotional appeal of that storyline is likely to help you remember the facts and figures better. It can often help students remember formulae or theorems better, and the same concept can easily be used by leaders too. For example, let's say an upcoming major project has 5 major steps to completion. You can describe it as a story with the heroes, the employees, having to go through 5 challenges or adventures to reach the treasure, maybe. Each step of the change process is one adventure and can be described dramatically as a set of challenges to be overcome. The dramatic and emotional appeal of such a narrative, though it may seem juvenile, can help your employees and leaders remember the steps much better and be more motivated to go through them. Those are some easy examples of how you can use stories and storytelling for impactful communication.